You know the feeling, right? You pour hours into writing this perfect, crystal clear guide, only to watch it gather digital dust, and you're still stuck answering the same questions over and over and over again. Well, let's fix that. Today, we're going to build documentation in Confluence that your team will actually want to use.
So what are we really talking about here? Let's start with just one number, 200. That's about how many hours a new hire can waste in their first year just chasing down information, or even worse, recreating work that already exists. That's 5 full weeks of productivity just gone.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. This isn't some small inconvenience. It's a massive, hidden cost. It's like this invisible friction slowing your whole team down, from the brand new person to the seasoned pro. But it's a problem we can absolutely solve.
Okay, let's really dig into what that cost looks like, because it's so much more than just wasted time. The ripple effects of bad documentation can spread through an entire company. Think about it. When there's no single source of truth, communication just falls apart. Key info gets buried in chat threads or old emails. Basically, it's lost forever. And that creates real bottlenecks where everything grinds to a halt while someone hunts for an answer. It all just adds up to a massive drag on your team's momentum. So how do we start fighting back against all this chaos? Simple. We take out the #1 enemy of good documentation, the dreaded blank page. And our secret weapon for that is the template. And the difference is just night and day. On one hand, you have the blank page. It's intimidating, right? It leads to inconsistent formatting, it's slow, and you're almost guaranteed to forget something important. But on the other hand, you have a template. It guides you, it gives you a standard structure so you can create docs way faster, and it has all the key sections already laid out for you. And here's the best part, you don't even have to make them yourself. Confluence is packed with templates ready to go. Things like the how-to article, or my personal favorite for this, the troubleshooting article, are the perfect starting point for the guides your team actually needs. Now, a template gets you started, but a solid structure is what makes a document truly great. A good standard operating procedure, or SOP, follows this clear, logical blueprint that knows exactly what the reader needs right when they need it. And this is it. This is the magic formula. First, you define the problem, but in their language. Then, you list the symptoms. What are they actually seeing or experiencing? Next, you give them clear steps to diagnose it, so they know for sure they're on the right track. The heart of it, of course, is the fix, your simple step-by-step solution. And finally, and this is so important, the safety net, an escalation path. What do they do if this doesn't work? This whole structure turns a page of text into a powerful problem-solving tool. And really, it all boils down to this. When your document is well-structured, it's clear. And when something's clear, people don't just read it, they trust it. It's that simple. All right, we've got our rock-solid structure down. Now it's time to add that professional polish. We're going to use a couple of super simple Confluence macros to make our documents even easier to read and, well, even more effective. First things first, what even is a macro? The easiest way to think about it is like a little app you can just drop onto your Confluence page. It adds cool features and dynamic content that you just can't get with plain old text. Our first must-have macro is the table of contents. Seriously, if you're writing anything longer than a few paragraphs, this is an absolute game changer. It automatically scans all the headings on your page and builds a clickable menu for you. And you get to control everything about it. How it looks, which heading levels to include. It gives your reader this amazing bird's-eye view of the document and lets them jump straight to the section they need. It's a huge time saver. Okay, our second essential macro is the panel. This is how you make the really important stuff pop right off the page. Instead of just bearing a critical warning in a paragraph, you can wrap it in a colored box with an icon. It's pretty much impossible to ignore. And Confluence gives you a whole bunch of options. You've got the blue info panel for extra context, green for best practices, yellow to say, hey, be careful here. But the most important one? The red error panel. That's your stop, read this now signal. Using these makes your whole document so much easier to scan and honestly a lot safer to follow. And that's it. That's the toolkit. You literally have everything you need to stop writing documents that get ignored and start creating resources that your team will actually rely on. So, let's just recap. We started with the problem. We all know bad docs are a huge productivity killer. Then we gave you the blueprint. Start with a template and always use that 5-step SOP structure. And finally, we added the polish, the table of contents and panel macros to make it all easy to navigate and understand. And trust me on this,
Every single minute you spend writing great documentation pays you back like tenfold. It saves your team hours of frustration down the line, and it's a huge favor to your future self who won't have to answer that same question for the 100th time.
So I'll leave you with this one question. What's that one recurring problem? That one question you get all the time that you can solve with a great SOP right now? Go write it. Your team is waiting.